Hello you fine ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? I hope your day is going well. Today we are going over the best blasters in the game after the Death Star DLC and update, and of course which blaster out of this selection is the best overall in Battlefront. So let's get started with the A280C, which was always my favorite go-to blaster in the vanilla game. Before any DLCs had come out, I would always be using the A280C. However, I do believe it has been nerfed quite a bit since the beginning of the game, and its damage is just not always that noticeable these days. Damage is just not great. However, if using the sharpshooter or berserker trait, of course, this blaster can handle itself easily on the battlefield, though you may not always be wanting to use those traits. So overall, it's a very versatile, great blaster, but certainly not the best in the game. Now on to the SC14C, which is definitely a close quarters beast. This thing can really handle itself in close range game modes and engagements. It can get a one-shot headshot kill in close range, so this is definitely a really great blaster for close range engagements. However, it is not that versatile. This is a really great choice if you want to do well in close ranges, and of course it goes pretty well with the berserker or sharpshooter trait, depending on if you like to aim down sights or not. Now on to the next blaster, which is the DL44, certainly one of my favorite blasters in the game for close and medium range encounters, especially on Droid Run, because you have that jetpack and can determine the range between you and your opponents. So the DL44 is really powerful and has immense damage models, as it can get a two-shot body shot kill at close range, and if using the sharpshooter or berserker trait, can get a one-shot headshot in close range. So this is really powerful, and if you know how to aim it properly, can really suit you well on the battlefield. So it's definitely one of the best blasters in the game. Now onto the EE4, which may not always be people's favorite, although in close range encounters, especially like maps on Bespin, this thing is a beast because it can deal out a lot of damage very quickly in close range, especially if using certain perks which aid in that field. So this is definitely a very powerful blaster in close and medium ranges. Although it's not the most versatile or most accurate, it can still come in handy quite a bit. Now on to the DH-17, which is of course really good in close range, just like the EE4, although it's certainly not that accurate. However, it is certainly a good choice if you like medium and close range encounters, and it's definitely one of my favorites when using the berserker trait. Now on to the DLT-19, which, similar to the DH-17, goes really great with the berserker or sharpshooter trait, as high rate of fire blasters really benefit from those damage boosting traits. Now, even without those traits, the DLT-19 can deal immense damage, making it very potent on the battlefield. Using it with the bodyguard trait is also a very good combo, as you can finish off many enemies quite quickly without the blaster even overheating. So all in all, the DLT-19 is a great choice for a blaster if you can handle those fully automatic blasters in Battlefront. This one definitely deals quite a bit of damage quite accurately. Now on to the final blaster that we're going to be reviewing in this video, and this is the TL50 Heavy Repeater Blaster, which was newly added into the game with the Death Star DLC. Now this blaster is an absolute beast because not only is it very versatile and accurate, but it also deals a lot of damage due to its high rate of fire, and not to mention its unique secondary fire mode, which we're seeing right here, which fires a orb of energy, which on impact explodes like an impact grenade, dealing quite a bit of damage, and definitely adds to the ranged capabilities of this loadout, as you can lob it across a battlefield or even around a corner if you need to, depending on the situation. So not only is the secondary fire mode very versatile like the blaster itself, but definitely adds to this blaster's overall capabilities. Now, this blaster has one of the highest damage models in the game and is very, very accurate. The blaster itself is quite stable, which allows you to hit headshots at both close range, medium range, and long range if you're somewhat accurate with blasters in Star Wars Battlefront. Now, thankfully, this blaster awards those of us who are both accurate and not too accurate, as of course this is a fully automatic blaster rifle with a very high rate of fire, and it doesn't overheat too quickly. So if you miss a few shots or even most of your shots on your target, it's not the biggest problem, and it's not going to be your downfall if you have some cover nearby, because you can quickly jump behind that and either switch to the secondary mode or just hit the cooling flush on your blaster and try to aim again. So thankfully you do have quite a bit of leniency with this blaster and your accuracy, although of course if you are more accurate you can deal way more damage way quicker and handle way more enemies, because that is definitely one of this blaster's strong suits, being able to deal damage to multiple enemies all at once without overheating, not only because of the secondary fire mode but also the primary blaster as well. So the TL50 Heavy Repeater is my choice for the best blaster in the game after the Death Star DLC. Please, if you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'm very glad. If you wish to subscribe, feel more than welcome to. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.